Hello guys, S2W here as your average consumer with your next casual consumer's perspective review. In today's video, I will be reviewing the first Adidas Ultra Boost collab of 2018 using the original silhouette. Designed with LA streetwear label Undefeated, they have dropped a collection of shoes and apparel for this collaboration with the idea of merging sport performance technologies with authentic street styles of LA. Of the 4 sneakers, I was able to obtain my favorite silhouette and colorway for an in-depth look. Today, I have the Adidas Ultra Boost Core Black by Undefeated here for a review. In my opinion, what made the collab in this video special is that it has been 3.5 months since Adidas had released anything special in terms of the silhouette. Especially since we're accustomed to seeing them pumping out collabs month after month last year. This year in 2018, it feels like they have slowed down for these special releases, with no special drops on the original silhouette of the Ultra Boost till now. But I digress. This Undefeated collab consisted of 3 sneakers released worldwide and another exclusive Ultra Boost in the white colorway sold by Undefeated themselves. I only copped the Ultra Boost colorway that was released within the global drop that included 2 other Adidas Adizero Adios 3 runners. But let's jump right in this review and take a closer look at these sneakers. Looking at these running shoes, no matter up close or from afar, if you already have a pair of the Ultra Boost, the shape and overall design is nothing too different. On this pair, everything you see is pretty much what you get, so some may think the design is just too simple for a collab, while others like me actually like the clean minimalistic style. Under the name Core Black, the majority of the upper on this shoe is filled in with black colored compartments. The upper is made out of your regular prime knit material, which is Adidas' own knit fabric that feels just like wearing a second sock. Now probably the highlight of this whole sneaker is this toe box pattern we see here. For those who don't know, the Ultra Boost has evolved into its 4th generation with its 4th redesign of the prime knit upper. Each generation has a different pattern, but the most treasured and beloved look still goes to the 1st generation with the iconic arrowhead at the toe box. The 4th generation brought back the toe box pattern, but they also implemented the streak patterns from the 3rd generation, which diluted the arrowhead. This Undefeated collab though only used the 1st generation toe box pattern, thus immediately becoming a fan favorite. By touch, the stretchiness, perforation gaps, and softness feels exactly like how a 1.0 Ultra Boost feels like. In other words, they are less elastic than the recent 3rd and 4th generations, but by no means am I saying they are not flexible, because at the end of the day, it's still knit so it'll bend easily and wrap our feet with adaptive support and ultralight comfort. Visual wise, they have added 2 different features to make this sneaker different than say a Core Black 1.0 Ultra Boost. The first detail is the black overlay found at the toe guard around the front of the shoes. On regular versions, this flexible toe guard is inside the fabric to give strength and support for the knit at the forefront. On this model though, it's seen externally, which in turn will function like an ATR model of the Ultra Boost, protecting and blocking water and dirt from entering the fabric up front. The second elaborate feature on this shoe is the large Undefeated graffiti on the midfoot area. On the right pair, we will see the letters UNDEF, while on the left pair is trying to spell out the rest of their branding. The placement of this branding is pretty strange to a lot of people as it's blocked by the lacing and parts of the midfoot cage, but I think it looks pretty cool as a decent looking design. It's not really a big problem for me. The only thing I'm concerned is if this white tape overlay will hinder the fit, but I'll talk about this in the on-feet section in just a second. Other than that, and as mentioned earlier, we will see the rest of the components that make up the iconic looks of the Ultra Boost. There's the same 3-stripe plastic cage on both sides of the sneaker, also acting as the eyelets for these flat black laces to thread through. If we don't like these bland laces, they do also come with an extra set of white and black pattern laces for a flashier look, and the lace tips on the second pair is also branded with the Undefeated logo as well. As for the tongue, it goes back to the same amount of padding seen on the 1.0 Ultra Boost. And just FYI, the material used on the tongue fabric is the same smooth fabric found internally inside the ankle collar, which is very soft by touch. The thing that's different on this pair is that it's co-branded at the tongue, so we'll see the Undefeated logo on the right pair, while Adidas' Sport Performance logo on the left. At the back of the shoes, we will see the staple fit counter molded heel counter that provides a natural fit for optimal movements of the Achilles. Then taking a look inside the sneakers, it comes with removable insoles just like every Ultra Boost, but on this pair, it's largely printed with the Undefeated branding with additional text descriptions underneath. Flipping over the insoles, it's just the same square cutout designs that we see on every Ultra Boost insole, so nothing too drastically different in terms of the material. Lastly, taking a look at the midsole, is the iconic Boost cushioning from Adidas, known as the most responsive cushioning ever and feels just like walking on clouds. Not only does it have a high compression, but it's also very bouncy as well for that powerful push off against the floor. We will see the Continental stretch web outsole that can flex naturally for an energized ride. It's also made out of the same rubber used for car tires, so traction is usually exceptional too. Ending off the iconic structure of this runner, we will also see a torsion system bar between the heel and forefoot, strengthening the Boost footbed for a more stable ride. Anyways, here are some Adidas Ultra Boost Core Black by Undefeated fit footage. Sizing wise, I went true to size as a gamble. So coming from a person with wide feet, I go true to size on both the 3.0 and 4.0s, while up half a size on the 1.0 and 2.0 Ultra Boost because they fit tight, especially around the collar area. These Undefeated doesn't feel as relaxing as the 3.0s, but I have no problems fitting these at my true to size. It's a nice tightness for a secured fit, rather than constricting, which is usually what I notice on the 1.0s. Even with the white tape overlay, it didn't constrict the upper too much to the point that it was noticeable, so it didn't really affect the stretchiness at all in my opinion. Comfort wise, it's the same as any regular Ultra Boost, so there really isn't much to say. But if you're new to this silhouette, boost cushioning, specifically on the Ultra Boost model, has one of the softest compression on any shoe. It's hard to wear anything else after trying a pair on, and it's definitely a highly recommended shoe for casual walking. It's made as a running shoe as well, but I wouldn't use it competitively. Jogging or light runs should be tolerable though, but I don't see anyone using this collab to run in anyways, as people tend to use collabs as a fashion item instead. And now probably the most hated thing for me about this sneaker is the pricing. In Canada, these retailed for $310 Canadian before tax. That is $60 more than a regular GR Ultra Boost and $10 more expensive than the Yeezy V2 in Canada. I think it's likely the most expensive original silhouette of the Ultra Boost that I've ever seen. For a collab that really only reused a fan favorite toe box pattern with a slapped on logo, I don't understand how it could be so expensive. I personally loved all the aspects of the shoe, but the pricing just doesn't make sense to me at all, yet they are all sold out everywhere. As always, throw me some likes if you like this video, and let me know in the comments if you think this collab was great or if you think they could have done something more. Truthfully speaking, I thought the Adidas Ultra Boost hype has slowed down. I'm surprised even with a high pricing and simple design, people were still willing to pay a premium for these. That just shows that the silhouette is easy to go with fits, a good looking Ultra Boost will still get sold out. That's it for today, S2W signing off.